Hi, and thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. This is Rick C. Perry for Pro Audio Development. Today we're going to talk about patching, and I want to show you different ways to patch. If you're used to analog consoles, then this will help you out a lot. Digital consoles, there's another way around it, and I'll show you that in a minute. So, why do we patch? Well, we like to keep our channels in a certain order because they're easy for us to reach. So if I'm always used to having my drum kit on the first 8 faders, and then all my strings, my guitars and stuff, this is actually being moved, but all my guitars and bass here, all my pianos and tracks, clicks here, and all my vocals here. I don't have to patch these because there are wireless mics in the back. But they're changing the stage around, so I'm having to patch. And I'll show you what that means here in just a second. So what I'm having to do is I want to leave all of my drums in the same place on the console, but I want to plug them in a different place up there on the stage. Same way with my guitars. And this is usually what we end up patching the most, is the piano and organ and tracks. They get moved around on the stage a lot. So to keep these in the right place on the board, you technically have to change where they plug in on the back of the console, and that's patching. And let me show you an example. Okay, an example of our patching is going to be, for instance, the keys here. Now these, all of this assembly was on this side of the stage just last week. So when it's on this side of the stage, it was plugged into a different floor box. I think it was, I forget what the floor box numbers were. So this week, we actually want them over here. And I'll show you how we do that. The floor box numbers are 31 through 42. So I need to change the patch on the back of the console to accept 31 through 42. Okay, now we're in the patch bay, and I'm going to show you what I mean by patching. So we've got our console inputs right here, and these are one-to-one with the console. So we got 48, see if you can see this. There's 48. I might have to break my flashlight out here in a minute. And it's a 48 channel mixer. Well, some of the inputs we use for other things, because we don't use all 48. We only use the first 32. So what we do here, I'll show you my paper. This is our patch layout. So our kick should go to number 43 on the floor box. So down here is your stage outputs, and they're numbered 1 through 60. Okay, so here's our patch layout. So we got like kick should go to 43. And we'll go down the line. This is our, when you saw it at the console, 1 through 8. So you got 43, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50. So 43 through 50 is our drums. There's our acoustic 1 and 2. Should be floor box number 7 and 14. Now, if you didn't patch, then your first acoustic would show up here on channel 7. Your second acoustic would be way down here on 14. And that gets a little aggravating. I like to have both my acoustics side by side at the console. So that's why we patch. So guitar left is in floor box 54, the bass is in 51, and 21 is guitar right. You can imagine if you didn't patch where they would end up at. So you've got 21 right here, and then 54. Well, it's only a 48 channel board. So it's nice to be able to patch things because it lets you group them on your console the way that you feel comfortable reaching. So what we're going to do, I've already patched everything on here except for the piano, organ, tracks, and click. And I'm going to let you watch me do this. So squat down here. So our first one is going to be channel 17, piano left. So we go to the console, we go down here to 17, and it's plugged in way down here. So right there's channel 17, and I've got the other end, and it actually gets patched into channel 31. So I come down here to the stage output, and 31 is way over here. There's 31. So now floor box 31 goes to number 17 on the console. Same way with number 18. This is our piano right. Whoops. So it's going to be, whoops, I dropped it. It's going to be on 32. And we'll just go down the line. There's 19. Try not to jerk the camera around too hard. Okay. So there's 19, which is organ left, and it goes into 33. Right there. 20 should go into 34. Right here. Okay. And we still got channel 21, 22 on the mixer, which is 35 and 36 on the floor boxes. So we got 21 right here. Okay, there's 21 to 35. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, and 22. Okay, that's 60. That's where it was. Okay, untangle it. And that goes to 36. 2, 3, 35, 36. And now the last thing we got is our click track. And our click is on 23. And it goes to 37. So we'll go up here, and we don't have it. So we need to get a cable. Here's our spare cables. So we'll get a cable down. And input 23. I'm going to plug this one in here. And then take it down to 37. Right here. And there you go. We have just successfully patched all the piano, organ, tracks, and click. They were down here at 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, all the way across here. I know you can't read the numbers, it's dark. That's where it was. And now it's 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And that's how to patch. Now I'm going to fire the system up, and I'm going to show you the digital patching. Alright, here we are in front of the console. This is the Yamaha M7CL. Most all the digital boards have this feature, and I'm going to show you how you can patch digital patching. The digital patching works great. With the LS9, you'll move the cursor over to this right here. With the M7, you can actually touch it. And this is what you can tell it you want 17 to come from. So, a prime example is sometimes your guitars end up being moved around. And when they're moved around, you may have your stage left guitar may be over here, and stage right may be over here. So when you're pushing the lead, if you push this one, this is actually going to be the right guitar. And that can cause a problem. So what you end up doing is you're going to take this and you do some digital patching. You want to go to this channel, and this is going to be your guitar left. And you see that it says channel 14. That's what we're using for the input. If I go to guitar right, that's channel 16. So let's go back to 14 and let's switch the guitars. The easiest way is to come up here, press this. Oh, it's actually already switched. If you look, it's guitar 14, input 16. guitar 16 is 14. So now I'm going to put it back. So what we're going to do is this is our channel 16, and we're actually using input 14. So all we do is hit this and confirm. Now the guitar right, channel 16, is using input number 16. So let's go to the other guitar. Here's guitar left, which is guitar channel 14, actually using input 16. So we'll go in here, press 14 and confirm, and now you've just swapped the guitars on the console. You've made this one go here and this one go here, and that's digital patching. So now you see there's channel 14, input 14, channel 16, input 16. Now this could work pretty good if you've got singers up on stage, and I've got my microphones are laid out by colors, not by numbers. So for instance, if the worship leader is in the center of the stage, then I can choose, this is the worship leader's mic, I can choose to put him here and put the backup vocals on either side of him so that they're laid out just the way they are on stage. And you do it the exact same way. This will be 25 is input 25. I would simply change it to input 26 and make 26 25. And that's how you would digital patch it. I normally leave this console 1-to-1, and I do my patching in the patch bay because we have 60 inputs on the floor boxes and we have 48 on the console. Like I said, we only use 32 for the music. Then I use 33 through 40 for the pastors, talkback, and choir. And then 41 through 48 I use for the computer audio, CD changer, and the video feeds. I mean the audio from the video feeds that are the back screen and side screens. So I try to keep all of music over here. All the effects are laid out right here. These are all for the racks. So patching is your friend. So if you've got an analog console, you want to do it the way I did it in the patch bay. The only difference is you would actually use the back of the console. When you would go to plug these in, if you wanted your kick drum or your whole drum kit to be over here, you'd simply plug your drum kit in starting at 25 and so on. So that's how you do patching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. Come to my website, rickcperry.com, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to put out tech videos whenever I get a chance, and this is a requested video from a lot of people sending me emails asking me, how do you patch? How do you digital patch? So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.